This video is dedicated to part 3 of the perfect proposal process. We're going to be focusing on the meat, the actual proposal creation. What do you write in the text that you're sending over to the client? The first thing that you must understand is that crafting an amazing proposal is as much an art as it is a science. Okay, it's not just logic; it's also intuition. It's also feeling. It's also what vibe you can transmit. Okay, it's not just logical. Oh, write this, write that, write that. You have to really immerse yourself in this and learn with experience. It's not just something that math. I can just teach you 1 + 1 = 2. Okay. Um, Now it would be awesome just to copy and paste a text, a proposal to every single job post, but that's not gonna work. That will get you a total of 0 replies. Um, Here you need to stand out, be unique, provide value, show that you not only understand the job post, what they're asking for to its completion, but you also know how to actually execute on it, how to actually complete the task, right? You have to remember that you're not only competing with 2 other guys, but it could be 5, 10, 50, 100 other freelance profiles. And these freelancer profiles, in most cases, they might have more testimonials than you, more case studies. They've worked on more projects, have a higher job success rate. They've made more money on the platform. So you have to think, why pick me? What makes me different? What makes me better than them, right? What is going to stand out to a client? What are they looking for, right? So if you really think about that, there's a few things that come to mind. Okay, it's your ability to portray that, one, you actually took the time to read through the job post and understand absolutely everything they're looking for. Okay, you had to think that most people don't do this. They just read, copy, paste, and add a few things and say, "Hey, this is me. I'm an expert in this. Hire me, please." Right? But if you actually read their job post and make it known to them in your response that you understand what they want, you understand the pain points that they have, you resonate with it, you know how to fix it, and actually explain that in your job post, in your proposal, sorry, it makes a huge difference. Okay. And two, you want to show that you don't only have the necessary skills to fulfill the service, right, to complete the project, but you're an absolute expert in the field. So you're the best man for the job. You're not just a full stack developer. If they're asking for something specifically related to AI, SaaS, in the biotech industry, you're not just, oh, I'm a full stack developer, I could help you out. No, no. I'm a full stack developer focused on AI. I've worked on thousands of SaaS projects, and I really like the biotech industry because of X, Y, Z, right? You want to be the guy to help them out, right? And obviously, you have to back this up with undeniable evidence, right? But it's all about how you frame it. Okay, it's all about how you frame it. You want to be the perfect guy for the job. Okay. So the following is a template that we put together that combines all of these elements, right? So just so you guys understand, the sentences that are in brackets are the ones that are going to be customized, right? That have to be different from every proposal, and the ones that have to be written out from scratch on every proposal. Okay. Everything else you could just literally copy and paste. So it starts here and ends here. Okay. So first thing you want to write is a greeting, right? You don't want to just write hi. That's it. No, no, no. You want to, if you can find the client's name or their company name, write it. That automatically stands out. Okay. If you know that they're from Spain, you want to say hola, or if you know they're from, I don't know, anywhere, any specific country, and you want to use that country's greeting, that's great. And if you know their time of day, so if you say, okay, I know this person is in the U.S. and right now it's morning time, so I'm going to say good morning, Bob, because the client's name is Bob. That's even better. Okay, you want to try to make this as personal as possible. Um, okay, so a nice greeting, an emoji, it really stands out. It seems small, but it really stands out. Okay. And you write, I would be a perfect fit for, and you want to write a very simple, concise title for the project. Don't copy the job post. If the job post says full stack developer for an AI startup, don't write, I would be a perfect fit for full stack developer at AI startup, because then it just looks like you copied and pasted. But simplify, sort of summarize everything that they wrote in their job post in a few words, okay? And make sure that it makes sense in the sentence, okay? So I would be a perfect fit for the full time, or let's say part time role that your company X is looking for, focused on AI, that also knows this tech stack, right? I don't know. But you want to make a simple sentence that summarizes everything that they said so that they automatically know you read through everything. That's what they want to know, okay? You want to give them the impression at first that this is not copy paste, this is not a bot writing it. This is you that personally went in and read everything, okay? And then you can expect, and then most important impact that you can provide them. So, for example, let's say they're on a tight deadline, right? Um, and they really need this done very, very quickly, and they highlighted that in the job post, then you can definitely, while you're reading it, you're like, oh, this is what they, this is what they're looking for, somebody that's able to work fast. Then you can say, you can expect me to deliver before the expected deadlines, because I know you guys are in a super tight timeline. I'm able to work overtime to get it done. Whatever it is, right? You're trying to find out from their job post what's their number one pain point, what's the thing that they're prioritizing the most, what's the most important thing for them, and then tackle that. Okay. Then you want to write three things. You want to write another one of the most important points that they mention, right? So this could be the timeline, like I mentioned to you. Now you want to make this paragraph a bit more detailed, technical. So simple language doesn't mean you have to be like all formal and stuff, because that just sounds robotic. You want to sound like a normal human, but you want to make it known to them with technical terms that you know what you're talking about. Okay. So here you can write more like the impact that you're making for the job. So let's say that they want to build a startup in 5 days or an MVP in 5 days because they're raising funds. You could say you're going to help them raise millions through a scalable, quick MVP, clean, seamless platform, whatever it is. And then you can say that you'll work overtime to get it done before those 5 days, right? So here you want to talk about more about impact, and here more about like what are the most important points they mentioned in the job post. These are very similar, okay? Then you want to mention the second most important point they mentioned here. Sometimes it's a bit hard because there's not anything else that they mentioned. Maybe do some brainstorming here. Think of like the typical pain point that people have: organization, communication, security, quickness, time zones, stuff like that. Just think of that sort of things. Helping on launch. I don't know. Things like documentation, things like that are the common pain points that people have with developers. Just think if they haven't written anything in the job post that you could write here, then just pick one of the main pain points they might have. And then finally explain to them how you're going to build the project. So give them a brief overview. I would pick this stack of technologies or tools, and I would do it like this, like that, so that they already know, oh, wow, this person definitely knows what they're doing. He already told me how he's going to build this. Okay. Then you want to give them case studies, a ton of case studies, as many as you can. So if they're talking about games, they want you to build a Unity game. You say, here are some examples of the games that I've developed. Okay. And then you want to show examples, right? You want to add links. You want to say the name of the project, the tech stack, and a description of whatever you did there. I built this XYZ. We got 10,000 users. We made $1 million. We made whatever it is. You want to explain it to them. And then you just finalize with, I want to have a brief call together. Always want to get them on a call. Always, always, always. This is explained in the next episodes of setting the sales process. So ask them when they're free to discuss. You can even propose a few times, and then looking forward to building something awesome together, and write your name at the bottom. Okay, so very, very simple stuff. Now, obviously, this needs to be A/B tested, right? So don't just copy this, paste this, and then forget about it. Over time, make some changes. You see, oh, clients respond more when I add this, or when I add that, or when I don't add so many case studies, or when I talk more about what they want. We recommend that you constantly checking in and reviewing, checking your viewer reply rates, then make small adjustments to see how the conversion rate changes. Maybe with something small that you add, a lot more people respond. Okay, it's a never-ending process. That's the truth, but it will get you so many more clients if you take this seriously. Okay, so stay tuned for the next lesson here, where we're talking about consistency. How you can now, the proposal structure, you know how to find jobs, but how can you keep consistent and send out proposals every single day to get as many jobs as possible?